It is the beginning of allocation season, and there are some heavy hitter bottles of bourbons and whiskeys dropping here in September. What bottles should you be keeping your eye out on? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. September is finally upon us, and we are in the beginning stages of allocation season. There's so many great bottles of bourbons and whiskeys that are going to be dropping here this month and the months following. Now, today I've got 10 bottles of bourbons and whiskeys that you need to keep your eyes out on coming here in September. And we're going to start off with a 4-bottle set that dropped originally last year and everybody went crazy over. And I myself was very happy that we were seeing some high-aged bourbons from this specific distillery that sources their stuff from MGP. But this year we're getting some higher age stuff, and I'm talking about the Penelope Estate Collection. Now, the first one we're going to be talking about is the Omega, which is an 11-year-old French oak finished bourbon that comes in at 109.8 proof and priced at about $130. Now, this is one of those one of 4 of the Penelope Estate Collection bottles. For me, as much as I love the Architect series, those are, I think, 4 or 5-year-old aged bourbons. This one right here is going to come out with some really nice depth that I can only imagine it having. And for the price at $130, I think it's well worth it. At 109 proof as well, almost 110 proof, you're getting higher proof than the Architect series, some bolder flavors, a really nice bottle. And for me, I think that this is probably one that I'm going to be looking for here in the month of September. Now, the second one of the Penelope Estate Collection is going to be the Founders Reserve 13-year-old bourbon. This is going to be 121 proof at $200. This is the one that comes in the nice, beautiful, fancy box. The Penelope logo is embalmed on the glass. It's a really, really nice looking bottle with the display. However, this for me, I don't think is going to be worth the pretty penny that they're asking for it. I think that the 11-year Omega is probably going to be a better buy for you, even though it's lower proof and a little bit lower age. The price per year and proof for me, I think the Omega is going to be one that it speaks a little bit higher for me. But don't get me wrong, if you want to go out and get that Founders Reserve, by all means, go for it. The price is $200. It's not a bad price, but for me, I think it's a little bit steep. Now, the third one is going to be the Private Select. This is going to be a 10-year bourbon finished at 106 proof and at $80. Now, I think that that one right there is another one that I think that I might still lean more towards the Omega, because for a couple dollars more, you're getting something that's a little bit higher aged, roughly the same proof, but that finish, that French oak finish for me just sounds really, really good. And then finally, for the final Penelope release, we've got the single barrel. This one comes in at 99 proof and $90. I think for this one, I like the numbers for this one better than the Private Select 10. I think this one also comes in at roughly 10 years. I think the single barrels are going to differentiate from, I think, 9 to 11 years. I think this one is one that I might look into. So the two for me that I'm going to be hunting from the Penelope Estate Collection is going to be the single barrel and the Omega. Let me know down in the comments below which one you're going to be looking for and most excited for. But before we get into the next pick, you guys got to check out the link out down below for the Patreon, because we have the second Everyday Drinker single barrel pick. We got our hands on a Cedar Ridge double barrel bourbon. Comes in at 117.8 proof and $49.99. I can't wait for this thing to hit my Patreon's houses and have them taste it, because this thing is an absolute delicious pour for that fall season. It's got some really nice dark notes. It's got really nice sweet baking spice notes. It's got some really nice marshmallow notes from that secondary aged barrel. It's a perfect bottle for the fall, perfect release time for it, for those bonfires, and a really nice sipping whiskey when you're sitting there enjoying that fire. Make sure you guys check that link out down below. You get in on a great Discord, free sample giveaways, a bottle raffles, and these picks that you won't want to miss. Enough of the Discord, enough of the Patreon. We've got another release coming from Parker's Heritage. This is the 19th edition. It is the American whiskey, coming in at 11 years, 122 proof, and $180. Now this, for me, I think sounds really, really good. I personally have had a couple of Parker's Heritages, and some are great, some are just mid. I don't think I'm going to be hunting this one specifically. I know that they're super far and few between, but nonetheless, Parker's Heritage is one of those limited release bottles that are really limited in some places and a little bit easier to find in others. And here in my area, Jersey, they're really, really hard to come by. But this one more specifically, I just don't know if it's one that I'm going to be really excited about. I think that if it was a little bit older in that whiskey age, in that American whiskey age, I think it would be something a little bit more exciting, kind of like what Penelope has. If it was a higher proof, something like what Penelope releases, I think that this would be a little bit more of a eye-catching and appealing bottle for me. But I think I'm going to hold off on this one. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this bottle was coming out. Now, next up on our list, we've got the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. If you did not get an email from Old Forester, well, you missed out on the distillery release of it because Old Forester sends out emails letting you know that you could possibly win the chance of purchasing it. I myself did not luck out. I lost the Old Forester raffle, but these do also release nationwide to select retailers. This is going to be a 92 proof Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, 12 years old. I think that I can't quite remember what the MSRP on it. I think these are roughly around $200. Me personally, if I come across one at MSRP, I'll probably get one just because of my son's birth year being this year, and I'll hold on to that bottle for 21 years and crack it open on his 21st birthday with him. So if I do come across an Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 2025 edition, I'll probably pick one up if the price is right, but otherwise probably not. And even if my son wasn't born this year, for the proof and the age, I just don't think it would be one that I would be super ecstatic about getting if I didn't have other means and reasons to pick it up. Now, for our next release, we've got another limited release. We've got the the Four Roses 2025 limited edition. So many olds and fours and roses and blah, blah, blah. But the Four Roses 2025 limited edition comes in at 109 proof. It's a blend of 13-year and 19-year-old of their recipes blended together. So you've got just 13-year-old and 19-year-old blend. Comes in at $250. And like I said, 109 proof. Again, this is one that I might pick up if I see it. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never really been a fan of Four Roses, as you guys know. I want to dabble in them. I don't know if the limited edition is the right way, the first way, the best way to dabble as your first Four Rose, barrel proof option. But hey, you never know. It could be a darn good bottle to start your collection of Four Roses. Next up, we've got two fun ones, two of the last ones. One is the low proof, one is a fun finish. Now, we've got the Jim Beam pin bottle. This is an 8-year Jim Beam, comes in at 86 proof. The only reason why you would buy this bottle is because of just how darn cool this bottle looks. It looks like a bowling pin. It's a gold bowling pin with bourbon inside of it. Who doesn't want that? For me, I think that would be really cool on the top of my shelf. That's where I've got a bunch of my cool and different bottles. That bottle would go out there. I don't know if I would ever open it. It would just be a really cool piece to just have as a collection item. But at 86 proof, I just think there are better options out there. It'd be a really cool bottle just to have. And I want to know if any of you have that bottle down in the comments below. Our final bottle we're talking about is going to be from our friends from Barrell Bourbon. Barrell Bourbon is dropping an Armagnac finish. This is going to be 113 proof. I think it's got a age statement of at least 7 years. Comes in at that $80 to $90 range. And if Barrell is kind enough to send one to me, I will be doing a review, an honest review of it. Me personally, I think that this Armagnac finish is probably going to be a really good one because it's on that blend of what cigar blend bourbons usually are with the Armagnac and cognac finishes. So this one could be their first take and iteration of a cigar blend with just Armagnac. I don't know how good it's going to be. We'll find out once Barrell does the full release of it, but it is supposed to be dropping here in September. Let me know down in the comments below what bottle you're most excited for. I'm most excited for my Cedar Ridge pick, but if I'm not talking about those, I think I'm most excited for the Omega from Penelope. I'm most excited from the Barrell Armagnac, and probably, if I can get my hands on it, just because of the sentimental value of what that bottle will hold, the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 2025 edition. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if I missed any bottles down in the comments. Smash that subscribe button, drop that like. But until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.